Okay guys, so I'm gonna be starting off moisturizing my hair first, but I'm gonna start off with the Ultra Moisture Creme with Kukui oil. This is a moisturizing creme for ultra smooth, soft hair. It's sulfate, paraben, and silicone free. The Curl Daze Ultra Moisture Creme is an intense moisturizer that instantly soothes and softens your curls. The amazing Kukui oil has vitamins A, C, and E, which help promote healthier, shinier hair. Whether used alone or before a styler, the conditioning effects of this creme will have your hair soft for days. The directions are to start with wet hair and section hair in desired sizes. Apply a generous amount of creme to each detangled section and style as desired. So this is not marketing itself as a detangling product. It does suggest you start on detangled hair. My hair has been detangled, but it's feeling a little stiff. The curls are popping, but she's feeling a little tight because things were a little more strengthening than she planned. And the first 5 ingredients are water, glycerin, propylene glycol, dibenzoate, PEG 75 shea butter glycerize, and I believe this is the kukui seed oil. I think that is the scientific name. Alurites Malacanis, I'm pretty sure that is the kukui seed oil. There's nothing in here that concerns me. There's some coconut oil at the end for those who have coconut allergies. And there is also some sage leaf extract at the end. It does say to spray up to apply to wet hair, so I'm adding some extra water. Creams like this, I don't typically use often, but this is what she suggested to pair with the gel that she says works best. So I wanted to use it how it is directed, just so I can give it a thorough review based on its intended use. Y'all know that's always how I like to do it. I feel like a review isn't truly thorough if you're not really taking into account how the product is intended to be used. This has a really yummy tropical scent. It smells like fresh fruit. Like, I don't think I've ever had a product that smells fruity, but like genuinely smells like fruit that you just cut up in your kitchen. Like, that's what it smells like. That's the texture. I'm trying not to overdo it because you guys know I do have fine hair and I don't want to overly weigh my hair down, but knowing Curl Daze and her hair type, I know that this is probably ideal for her. She has a lot of hair. So products like this are probably a godsend for her. Not so much for me, but that doesn't mean that I can't make the product work either. So for me, adding more water to this definitely helps. This does not really have a lot of slip, but it doesn't claim to have a lot of slip. So it's not, you know, a point knocked off.
Walking downtown and I'm okay. He's got it all figured out. It's what they all say, yeah. Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm different. Everyone's looking at me thinking that I'm living. But I don't really care what they all say. It's easier said than done. That guy to live through but it all comes down to you. You are my anxiety. It's more than a feeling. You were never meant for me. But now I gotta keep it. walking downtown and I'm okay. Eyes on me, I don't know what to do, so I smile and I wave.
So far, I will say I'm really liking what I'm seeing. I wasn't expecting to be really gung-ho over this cream because I'm never really that into creams like that. Just because a lot of them with similar textures to this product over soften my hair. A lot of them sit on top of my hair, things that are similar to this. So I went into this with like I don't know. I just tried to have limited expectations because I know that that can happen. It doesn't really have anything to do with the brand or this product specifically, but just products within that nature. So let's talk about the gel. This is the Curl Daze Glossy Shine Gel with kukui oil for shiny defined twist outs, braid outs, wash and goes, rod sets, and edges. Again, sulfate, paraben, silicone, and alcohol free. And this is a nice 12-ounce container. And I forgot to tell you guys how big this is. This is an 8 fluid ounce tube. Even though it looks bigger, but you know, I guess it's tall, so. The Curl Daze Glossy Shine Gel will give you the most defined, shiny, and moisturized styles ever with no flaking. The amazing kukui oil has vitamins A, C, and E, which help promote healthier and shinier hair. Your style will be crunch-free, flake-free, and of course, last for days. The directions say to start with wet, damp, or dry hair and section hair into desired sizes. So depending on the style that you're trying to do will depend on how much water you need. Depending on your hair type will depend on how much water you need. All that good stuff. Apply a generous amount of gel to each detangled section and style as desired. Let hair fully air dry overnight or under a hooded dryer. Take the hair down when dry and watch you put everyone in a daze. Cute, cute, cute. I was really excited to see the texture of this product. This is not super, I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be like crazy thick, but it's not quite crazy thick. And again, has a really nice tropical fruit smell. It does say that it's supposed to be crunch free, but we shall see. I'm going to try to apply and section accordingly. So yeah, like you can see my hair is already weighed down from that cream. But the curls are still popping though. Like the elasticity is definitely there, which I am very happy about. And my hair does feel moisturized. It doesn't feel overly moisturized though. I'm just gonna do this one whole section, so I'm just gonna start with about that much. I like the texture. It's very smooth, but feels like it's gonna grip the strands. Yeah. This is the product that has the slip in this duo. Okay. So it's not a weighty gel. It doesn't make your hair feel like, you know how sometimes when you apply certain gels, like some of the thicker Eco Styler gels, like the Eco JBCO gel, those kind of pull the strands down in a way, and this does not feel like that. You can see it's not really weighing the curls down. It's just kind of wrapping itself around the curls and leaving your hair exactly where it was. It's adding a little bit of clumpage, but not anything too terrible. Not anything that's going to make me look like a naked mole rat tomorrow. And I think this will probably scrunch out very nicely too once it's dry.
Everyone's looking like they know what they're doing. Everyone's looking like they know what I'm pursuing. I'm trying not to give them the time of day. It's easier said than done. That guy, nothing to let you out, but it all comes down to you. You are my anxiety. It's more than a feeling. You were never meant for me. But now I gotta keep it.
just swaying my head a little bit just to break apart some of the curls, because this felt really good. It rakes through really well, but I actually preferred prayer handsing it with this product because the product is just so smooth. My first impressions is literally just like, this is so smooth. It feels very satisfying going on the hair. Let me lay things down a little bit. So let me turn around so you guys can see what everything looks like. So first impressions, I feel like these products are really nice so far, but I'm still a little skeptical. The Creme has a really nice texture, but the only thing with this is that, like I said, I'm curious to see how the moisture lasts. I'm pretty sure I'm going to spend a good part of my shift tomorrow outside. So if I retain the moisture, then I will definitely be a big fan of this product. This is how much I used of the gel. Not a lot at all. Really, I mostly just pulled from the cap. This gel is so smooth. It almost kind of feels like a fruit preserve. It's so smooth and just, it's not even really buttery. There's just a smoothness to this product that I don't get from a lot of things. And I think it's because it doesn't have a ton of pull and tug when you apply it. Now, some people like to see that. For a lot of people, when they see their hair almost straighten out when they apply a gel, to them, that's a good sign. To me, it really just depends. I don't necessarily hate that feeling, but sometimes you do have to be very careful so that you don't experience breakage. This is one of those products where it just glides through so effortlessly. You don't have to work hard, and it really does. It clumps the curls, not too much. It kind of leaves the curls where they are in a sense, but in just a more clumped and more shiny state. So it really does envelop the curls. I like that I'm not seeing a ton of frizz either. My hair was kind of frizzy when I started all of this, so I'm really happy that I'm not seeing a ton of frizz. And the smell of these products is just yummy and divine. Like I said, I can totally see this being used for a multitude of styles. So I'm going to allow my hair to air dry pretty much almost all the way, and then whatever air drying can't handle, I will sit underneath my hooded dryer before I go to bed so I don't have to go to work with wet hair. And then I will come in with you guys after work tomorrow, hopefully, and I will finish giving you guys my final review on these Curl Daze products.
You were never meant for me. Now I gotta keep that.
Okay guys, I am back. Today is day 4 of this wash and go. I just had my hair in a bun just because I've been doing some stuff to my face. This is how she's looking out of the bun. Let me turn around for you. Hopefully this lighting looks okay. It is really nasty outside, but let's go ahead and get into the products. I am going to do this review a little bit differently. I do have my overall thoughts on the product, but I will admit that I'm not the biggest fan of this wash and go, and I'm not really blaming the products. So let me go ahead and give you my rundown of the products and then tell you why I don't like this wash and go. And if you know me, you probably already know why, just looking at it and watching me sit here and play with my hair. First things first, the Ultra Moisture Creme. I actually really like this. It does weigh my hair down a little bit. I went into it with that expectation, so I can't really give it points off for that. I feel like to use this and expect it to not really weigh your hair down just the slightest bit would probably not be very smart. Again, it says that it's an intense moisturizer that instantly smooths and softens your curls. Whether used alone or before a styler, the conditioning effects of this creme will have your hair soft for days. And I actually totally agree. The only thing that I have added to my wash and go was the Pattern Beauty Oil Serum, and that was just to kind of, you know, scrunch out the crunch, try to manipulate my hair a little bit without making it look crazy or anything. My hair has held moisture all through the last 4 days. This is the first day where it started to feel like a little bit parched. Day one, I did almost completely break the cast because it was like a little, you know, like a little crunchy. So I did almost completely break the cast. So I've had like a super busy week. I've been outside a lot. I've been doing a lot of running around, a lot of sweating. My hair still feels nice and soft. I can still feel some of the moisture left over from the product. I think I probably would have had to apply a little bit more to get like a full week's worth of moisture out of this, but y'all know I don't usually typically try to stretch my hair for a week because of my lifestyle. For me, this is definitely a sufficient moisturizer. Is it my absolute favorite moisturizer on the planet? No. You guys know, as far as moisturizers go, I do prefer my She Scented creams, my Curl Origin creams, and my Burdock Root Butter Cream from Creme Biologics. Those are like some of my top moisturizers, you know, thicker cream textures. Those are my favorites, but this one definitely makes several points. It immediately gave my hair shine, and it did help to start defining my curls as well. So all of those are great things. Overall, I feel like it is a really, really good product. It's not like, oh my God, like I'm gonna jump out the window for it. Like I'm not about to drop my drawers for this, but at the same time, like it's really, really good, and I'm happy that I have it in my collection. On to the Glossy Shine Gel. For shiny, defined twist outs, braid outs, wash and goes, rod sets, and edges. I really like this. I feel like this really, I don't know if y'all can see because I've really like scrunched out a lot of the cast, and therefore I've kind of manipulated the definition. But one thing that I really appreciated about this gel was that all sides of my hair were very nice and defined. There really wasn't a lot of frizz. I wouldn't say completely frizz free, but there wasn't a ton of frizz at all. I like that this gel does have hold to it, but it's not so strong that I can't do anything with my hair. Throughout the wear of this wash and go, I actually got a lot of compliments on my hair, even though I wasn't really a big fan of my hair. I love the application of this gel. Like this gel gets 5,000 stars for application alone because it's just so smooth. It goes onto the hair so easily. And so for a gel like this, for me, it's kind of a dream product because so many thicker gels kind of pull and tug at the hair strands as you apply it. Especially if you have fine strands, that can be kind of annoying sometimes because it has so much slip through the hair. It didn't require a lot of product at all. So I'm going to have this jar for a while. Like I could use this consistently, and like let's say if this were the only product that I was using on a weekly basis, I would probably have this jar for about 2 months. I would say I would probably, if I were using this on a consistent basis, I would probably have both products for about 2 months. I definitely found that my hair was very, very shiny. I would say day 3, I started to lose some of the shine, but also remember that I was manipulating it and kind of pulling it and tugging it and stretching it over the last few days. I'm just trying to just manipulate the wash and go. So there were several things that I really liked about this wash and go. The first one was the definition. The definition was on point. It was popping. It was beautiful. Also, I felt like the moisture was on point considering one, everything that I was doing in a week, and two, just the drastic changes in the weather and everything. The downside of this wash and go for me, and why I'm doing this review this way and why I'm not blaming the products, is the shape of my hair. I'm not a fan of the shape of my hair at all. Obviously, I expected it to be more downturned because, I mean, it's a heavier wash and go. So it's not really that. It's just I feel like I'm at an awkward growth stage right now. And those of you who are like growing your hair out of like shorter cuts, or you're just growing your hair out in general, obviously you guys know I have long hair, but when I always find myself every like, I would say like 6 to 7 months hitting this stage with my hair where I just hate how it's growing, but I'm trying to challenge myself not to just go do a shortcut. Like I want to just let it grow out. I kind of want to let it grow out and just get trimmed so that it's nice and even, without having to cut more off and then like my hair be stopping right here. Because as much as I like a shortcut, I also don't want to be out here looking like Gumby. So I'm not really a fan of the shape at all. And you guys may be like, it's not that big of a deal, but it's driving me insane. Because the wash and go was so downturned, the way I have these pieces that are just hanging down so far, and then half of my hair is like up here, it's driving me crazy. It is just annoying the living crap out of me. But it's just really, really annoying. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to co-wash today. And I'm just going to use the products again, and I'll come back and give you guys a voiceover at the end of this just to give you like my final thoughts and just to see if I can manipulate the shape a little bit more. I don't know, maybe bust up my blow dryer. I don't really like to stretch my hair like that, but I definitely want to see if I can manipulate the shape a little bit more so that it is a wash and go that I'm really happy with.
Well, now I gotta keep it. You are my anxiety. It's more than a feeling.
Okay guys, so I was gonna come back in with a voiceover, but because I did things a little bit differently, I wanted to come on camera and show you the full final results and talk to you guys just about my hair, because I feel like this whole week of uploads that I've had, my Adwoa video and now this video, I've really been frustrated with my hair. And so I've kind of had to alter my techniques so that my hair doesn't look so awkward in this awkward growth stage that I'm having. So I told you guys I was going to continue to use the products and come back and show you guys kind of what things look like after testing it again and manipulating it again. So I used the exact same method of application that you guys saw in the original demos. I didn't change anything about the method of application. I allowed my hair to air dry to like 85–90%, and then I sat underneath my hooded blow dryer attachment to finish. So with the way my layers are growing out, and this always happens when my layers grow out, like I love my layers, but if I don't maintain that short blunt situation, then they get really squirrely at some point. And so with the way that my layers are growing out, my bottom pieces are wanting to hang down really, really, really low, and my top layers are wanting to scrunch up like to my ears or above my ears, which is really, really frustrating because it looks crazy. Like it looks like you tried to do a mullet, but you didn't try to do a mullet. It's a lot easier to get your hair to come all down to one length than it is to try to go back and do separate sections and try to get them to curl back up to the length that everything else is. So I'm not a fan of stretching my hair, but I actually ended up stretching this wash and go because it was just driving me insane. You guys know that stretching my hair is not really something that I like to do. I'll put my hair in a bun, like I'll put it in a high bun for like 20 to 30 minutes just to kind of help it naturally fluff out. It breaks the cast without me having to go in and apply a ton of oil to my hair. And it adds just the ever so slightest bit of stretch so I can easily separate my curls. They won't be too overly clumped in the days after. But I'm really not a fan of over manipulating my curls. I like the way that my curls shrink up, but it's just a lot easier to just take a blow dryer and just kind of stretch everything down all to the same length. So even here, like, my hair was stretched even more than this after I initially did the stretch, but my hair has already started to shrink up. But I do way much prefer this wash and go over the other one simply because of the shape alone. It definitely is a little bit more uniform. I still have that overall like kind of diamond shape to my hair, but I don't have pieces sitting on my clavicle and then the rest of my hair sitting up here. That, it just drives me crazy. And now I actually have a wash and go with these products that I genuinely like. So I think over the next like month or so, I'm probably going to have to adjust my drying methods, and I may have to implement some stretching so that my layers don't look crazy while they're growing out. You know, I'm trying really, really hard not to cut my hair right now because I do kind of, the next time I go to my stylist, I want her to continue to even my layers out. I love having layers, but the actual, like, when you're growing your hair out process is really annoying when you have layers. So just to go back to the products, I very much so appreciate how my hair looks with these products and doing this method. My hair is very moisturized. I can still feel the cast on my hair, but my curls still do feel soft. They don't feel overly crunchy. If someone touched my hair, which shouldn't be touching my hair, but if someone touched my hair, they wouldn't be like, ew, why is your hair so hard? You know what I mean? My hair still feels soft, but there is definitely some hold to it. I do still get a lot of the shine that the gel provides, even though I did go back and stretch my hair. So I feel like this does have like medium to firm hold, you know? And I say that because my curls are just kind of hanging out in the state that they're in. And I noticed that the first time I used these products was my curls weren't really moving. Even when I had completely broken the cast, the curls weren't going anywhere. There was no manipulating them. They weren't working with me at all. So this does kind of hold everything in place. So for me to have hair that is as soft as mine is, and to be able to go in with the blow dryer method to stretch and to still have nice shine, nice definition, and not a ton of frizz, I think that's pretty damn good. I was trying to figure out what this product reminds me of. And you know what it reminds me of? If the Curlsmith Weightless Air Dry Cream had weight, it would be this. This has more weight than that product, but I find that I like the moisture in this one just as much as I like the moisture in that one. So kind of as a litmus test, I feel like if you don't like that weightless air dry cream, I feel like there's a good chance that you won't like this. It applies with a similar feeling. It's just heavier. I do kind of want to see if this does mix with that weightless air dry cream, just because obviously I do have finer strands. I don't have as many strands on my head as a lot of people. And so I tend to go for things that are a little bit more weightless, things that do have volume. And so if this mixes with that, that would be bomb too. I will say I'm more of a fan of the Glossy Shine Gel than I am of this Ultra Moisture Creme. This is really nice. I'll use it up. I'm definitely going to use it up while using this gel because I really enjoy the gel. But the Moisture Creme, it's nice and it's there. It's not like, oh my God, I gotta have this. My hair is so moisturized. I don't know what to do with myself. It's just a good cream, you know, but it's nothing to write home about. If I had to say which one I like more, this or the Curlsmith, it would be the Curlsmith hands down, because I see more benefits over the time that I've used that product. I do find that it does, that product alone adds shine to my hair. This one, It does add shine in my hair, but not as much as that one. And that one obviously gives me the moisture. It starts to define my curls, but it doesn't give me the weight that this product does. Overall, I think the two of these work really well together. I think that it's a well thought out combo because this kind of gives you some weight. This gives you definition with I would like a medium, slightly firm cast. It's not a crunchy or crispy cast. And it's really smooth, but it still has a lightness to it that allows you to be able to use the two of these together without feeling like you have helmet hair, you know? And then going in and doing the blow dryer method to stretch, it just kind of made everything even better. So overall, I say if you are super curious about the products, I think it's definitely worth trying. These products aren't crazy expensive. You get a good amount of product in each container. And I think that they do work well. Like I said, it's not anything that's going to be in my staples, but you guys did say that you are interested in those like roundup review situations. So I think every 3 months I'm going to give you like a 3-month roundup of products that I have reviewed over the last 3 months, and I will tell you if I've been going back to them, what I think about them now, if I still feel the same way as I did before, you know? So I will definitely be featuring these in that roundup video and at the end of March. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have tried the Curl Daze products. I'm really curious to see people's thoughts on them. I know some people were like, it looks really pretty, but it doesn't feel that great, or it feels good, but it just doesn't have enough hold. This line definitely got a lot of mixed reviews, but I also expect that because everyone can't love everything, right? So mixed reviews are just that, it's normal. So I'm really curious to see what you guys thought of these products down below, and what do you guys think? Should I just go ahead and keep stretching my hair? Y'all know I'm really not a fan of it. Y'all know I like to just let my hair do what she wants to do, but this is the most not paranoid I've been about the shape of my hair in like 3 weeks. So y'all let me know if y'all like this stretch look. I may have to keep doing it until I kind of get past that awkward growth stage. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love y'all, and I'll see you later. Bye.